Hello, I'm Jessica Schips, presenting my paper, Learning from Protest Projects, the Radicalization of Postmodern Projects. This paper focuses on the organizing strategies of social movements, protests, and activism efforts to provide an alternative lens to evaluate and integrate key themes and concepts into project management to address challenges facing projects in practice. Project literature argues that project management relies on a narrow theoretical foundation of the management of projects that is misaligned with the lived reality of projects in practice. The traditional approach, which is rooted in a hard systems engineering paradigm, faces constant challenges in dealing with front-end work, managing the uniqueness of individual projects, and managing the complexity of human behavior. Addressing the root cause of these project issues, including complexity, nonlinearity, values, multiple perspectives, and social processes, can provide the opportunity to realign project management theory with the lived reality of projects in practice. Projects are a social construct and therefore can be described in a variety of dimensions. Working from the APM definition of a project as a unique transient endeavor undertaken to achieve planned objectives, this paper argues that social movements, protests, and activism efforts can and should be defined as a project. By definition, social movements are a unique, transient endeavor undertaken by the public to achieve planned objectives of disrupting the status quo, challenging institutional powers, and making a claim to the public that a wrong should be righted or a change should be made. Social movement strategies depart from normative project management because they're fundamentally built on human systems and characterized by aspects including but not limited to impossible ambition, moral imperative, voluntary team membership, democratic decision-making, flat cell structures, rapid learning, continuous communication, spontaneous adaptation, and innovation. This multidisciplinary integration can provide a social and psychological perspective which the theoretical foundation of project management currently severely lacks. It can also provide valuable knowledge to the field and address these reoccurring project issues to improve future projects. For this study, I conducted a systematic review of 22 articles to reveal emerging themes and concepts relevant to the structured question designed to guide this review. How do social movements, protests, and activism efforts strategize and organize to achieve their intended goals? The review utilized two strict Boolean search strings to search through 4 academic journal databases: Discover, Sage, Emerald Insight, and Scopus. The initial search identified 199 sources, which was narrowed down to 22 articles for final analysis based on established inclusion and exclusion criteria. Next, a 3-phase thematic analysis within studies and across studies was conducted to arrive at an evidence-based detailed analysis of repeating themes and concepts. The thematic analysis was derived from Braun and Clark's 6-phase thematic analysis used to identify patterns and themes within research. The analysis of literature revealed 25 emerging themes and concepts relevant to the structure of organizing protests, social movements, and activism efforts. These included networks, identity, use of physical space, learning, knowledge, and/or experience, collective action, collective identity, solidarity, engagement and/or coordination with established institutions and/or politics, grassroots structures, resources including financial, human, and material, referencing history, avoiding tensions and/or conflicts, emotions, use of media and/or media attention and use of social media, horizontal structures, diversity, confrontation with oppressive forces, umbrella organization, activists having little formal power, broad and/or narrow topic focus, institutional pressure, use of visuals, including photos, videos, and infographics, and finally, the splitting of groups and/or organizations based on tactics, strategies, and/or goals. So from this critical analysis, I propose at least 6 opportunities to improve project management approaches. 1, providing organizational support for the formation of identity and collective identity. To support self-sustaining motivation, create and establish a reciprocal relationship between individuals and the project organization and further support group cohesion. 2, a focus on actively incorporating learning, knowledge, and previous experience within future projects to provide project organizations with a greater potential for competence building. 3, incorporating stakeholders through the use of the internet and social media platforms. This method of stakeholder engagement addresses resource constraints and allows projects to create open channels of communication with stakeholders throughout the life cycle of the project. 4, utilization of networks of organizations as well as grassroots and horizontal structures to facilitate a more open and inclusive project environment, and specifically use physical space to engage in-person discussions, collaborations, and team brainstorming sessions. 5, strategic utilization of a broad topic or a narrow topic focus to unite seemingly diverse individuals through a common purpose, further supporting the formation of identity and collective identity. And 6, finally, I propose the recognition and acceptance of tensions and conflicts as inherent to the processes by which organizations construct collective identities, formulate political demands, manage internal conflicts, and build alliances. The incorporation of intersectionality and recognition of commonalities that unite diverse individuals can support the integration of interest-based negotiation and improve overall project satisfaction. As I mentioned, this multidisciplinary perspective can provide the opportunity to focus on human systems and improve the future of project management theory and practice. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I would be happy to answer any questions.